Hello there, and welcome to Dr. T for today, February the 28th, the last day of February. Sorry to see it go. Such gorgeous weather. I don't know if it's been the same for everyone all over the world, but here in Canada, we have been experiencing climate change at its finest. All the snow is gone, people are walking around in t-shirts, it's been amazing. No, it's bad, okay? But anyways, we're not here for climate change. We're here for stage one, and before running this, I did an attack for our operation. So I had the zookas kind of loaded, and obviously I had lost a couple, but they were refreshing, and I was like, you know what? Someone left a comment about joining all Zooka, or well, like AZ, like a task force, and I was like, you know what I haven't done in a while? Attacked with tanks. So I loaded all of the Zookas. Haha. Don't even ask me what I was thinking when I actually kicked off this attack. As you can see, I don't even know what line that was. It wasn't a line. I don't know what that was, but definitely don't follow that smoking path unless you're using warriors or something. I don't know. That was absolutely frightening, and I got away with only losing one Zooka, I think, so I should count myself lucky, but that was absolutely awful. Don't do that at all. That's what not to do. Very similar to warriors, the best way to run your Zookas is either at 90 degree or 45 degree angles, because that just seems to be the way that they naturally like to path. As you can see here, I would consider a 90 degree angle from the beach. I'm going straight out, and as you can see, the Zookas group up a lot better. Not super fantastic, and then from that other flare, a 45 degree angle up to get right next to the HQ, and it makes things nice and easy, and everything gets into the right place, and pew 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 with the lasers and the whatnot, and you win the internet. Also, what's kind of nice is you don't have to last very long, so you can get really generous with those shocks. Just start throwing them out like halfway through the smoke, because it's like, why the heck not? Shocks for everybody. Things is gonna die fast. Now, if your Zookas are a little bit lower level, then, you know, obviously adjust accordingly, because if you gotta take a few extra shots, then you gotta take a few extra shots. That's, you know, it is what it is. But also, I'm trying to roll, you know, not full boats. You know, kind of trying to reduce it a little bit so that it's halfway, you know, sort of fair or sensical. I don't know. Just for shits and giggles, I guess. So, as you can see, also, I know someone was asking about landing for Zookas, so I tried to kind of do a couple different landings throughout the video. If you're trying to, you know, get an idea of what's up with Zooka landings, if you go through and watch, you can kind of see how I trickle them out so that, you know, they clump together nicely, or I use buildings that are nearby, or use flares to get them to go where I want. Perfect example is this one right here, where obviously I want to park myself pretty much right on top of the I guess that would be building damage, right on top of the building damage statue. So I drop my flare where pretty much I want to, like, you know, drive off of, and then you throw out the first smoke, and then right on the edge of that smoke, and then with the pins from your landing crafts, what you want to do is basically drop the pin right at the edge of the previous landing craft. And then you can do the two smoke landing, which I've been working on long and hard, and God bless the task force I'm in for letting me fail epically so many times when it's so important that I don't, and they don't even make fun of me or make me get extra intel. Kudos to the team. Thank you guys. Obviously with the smoke, I had a little bit of little bit of bleed there, so the ending was not nearly as good as the beginning of the attack. But like I was saying, do the drops, have that flare further out, and then what you do is you flare again, up almost, I say 75% through the line of landing crafts, and what it does is it pulls all of your Zookas back together under one smoke, and then from there you take off to wherever. It's a fantastic way to group all your Zookas up really nice and tight without having to drop that extra smoke. Very important when you're doing ops and you've got those longer runs to try and reduce the amount. I kind of did the same thing, I just got a little too far to the left. It didn't end up burning me, but as you can see, you know, it got dangerous. And then once everything is under that second smoke, you flare up, and you just, it's got to be a shorter one, or at least for my skill level, it's got to be a shorter one, but it groups everything up, and then you can just march your troops all the way through nice and easy to wherever you have to go. And then obviously, you know, like, if you're running a really big op, like I don't know, I can't even think of like a huge one right now. Axiom maybe, for example, where you gotta like burn all the way back and then do some stuff and then like burn over to the other side of the map. Absolutely crucial to minimize the number of smokes that you end up throwing. So it's great to practice on things like Dr. T. And actually NPC bases, because after this I was like, well, now I gotta get my daily chest, and I knocked off 5 NPCs, 0 losses on 4 of them, and I lost a Zooka on the last one, but you know, hey, I can live with that. That's a good ratio. I'm really happy, especially because after stage 7 here, I was down a few Zookas, because this 7 is nasty, man. When I saw this 7, I was like, holy smokes. Like, it scares me so much, I didn't even go for the 2-smoke landing. I decided to take it easy, go on the safe side, because I do have a boost running. Full disclosure, rocking a boost for this video. And I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna run them right up into the back corner. I had to blow up a few buildings in order to make it happen. Obviously, I left the boom mine, even though I could in theory take it out, but I was far more concerned with having enough energy to throw 3 shocks, because it is a 3-shock base, and a critter, just to kind of help my troops out. Pay close attention to where my shocks actually landed. They're in the joints of like an 8-pack, so as long as you copy that, you should be able to pull it off. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully this has been helpful. Hopefully it's been entertaining, and most importantly, hopefully you guys have a fantastic day.